welcome back to Emote the Speed Sermon, where we race the clock to tell an amazing story straight from the Bible. This month, we've been talking all about being blessed. Jesus gave us promises that we call the Beatitudes. Jesus promises that the persecuted are blessed, the righteous are blessed, peacemakers are blessed, and the meek are blessed. Last week, we learned that meek means power under control. Jesus also promises that the poor in spirit are blessed. Now, there's a difference between being poor and poor in spirit. Boys and girls, I've got a question for you. Raise your hand if you've ever gotten in trouble for making the wrong choice. Yeah, I have too. When I was in first grade, I threw a shoe at my friend. Why? I have no idea. But it was not the right choice, and I got in big trouble.
No!
I was poor in spirit. I knew what I did was wrong, and I knew that I needed God and my friend to forgive me for my mistake. Poor in spirit also means being desperate for hope. Say that with me. Desperate for hope. And that's kind of like being at the end of your rope. For example, I used to play volleyball, but my team was so bad. Like, we never won a game. Ever. After losing game after game after game, we were at the end of our ropes and we played like a bunch of sad, mopey emojis. My team and I were desperate for hope. We were desperate to win at least one game. I remember praying and asking God for a miracle, a victory. There's a man in the Bible who felt the same way. So, sit up straight and tall. I have a story for you. In Luke chapter 23, Jesus was doing what he came to earth to do, to save us from our sins. And for him to do that, he needed to die on a cross. So Jesus was on the cross next to two criminals. One of the criminals mocked Jesus and said, "So you're the Messiah, are you? Prove it by saving yourself and saving us." But the other criminal stood up to him and said, "Don't you fear God? We are punished justly for what we've done. But this man," meaning Jesus, "is innocent." Okay, freeze. Both criminals were poor in spirit, but only one of them knew he needed Jesus. Only one of them believed Jesus was the Son of God, and he was the one who was desperate enough to ask Jesus to remember him. He says to Jesus, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom." And sit up straight and tall, boys and girls, because you will never believe what Jesus said to him. Jesus says, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Wow. What a great Bible story. He got to be in heaven with Jesus, and that is a good reason to rejoice. It's just like our Bible table verse, Matthew 5:12 says, "Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven." Jesus blessed the criminal who was poor in spirit, and he will also bless you when you are poor in spirit. So when you know you've made the wrong choice, when you're talking while the teacher's talking, or you steal from your siblings, or you push everything under your bed instead of cleaning it all up. When you are poor in spirit and say, "God, I know I have sinned. Please forgive me." When you say, "Jesus, I am desperate for hope. I need you," he will surely bless you. That is a promise, and that is a reason to rejoice. Well, boys and girls, it is time for our big idea. Are you guys ready to do it together? One last time. Come on. All together, let's stand up to our feet. 3, 2, 1. Rejoice is a choice. Oh yes, awesome job. Thank you so much for listening and paying attention. God sees you, and he loves it when you listen to his Bible stories.